All right, time now is 11:42 a.m. on February 12th. Yeah. God damn it. I told you, man, it never stops. I always have to clean my face. It doesn't stop. Um, but Natalie accepted Pink's friend request on LinkedIn, and now Pink is talking to me about it. It's so Honestly, I don't think Natalie even cares who to friend on LinkedIn. Like, Natalie's beyond caring already. In my All right, let's try the taco. So it's beef, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, salsa sauce maybe. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, fine. So I texted Mrs. Chan, the old woman who is friends with my grandma, saying that I will go to church tomorrow, and she's like, "Great." And I asked her, "Do you want to pick me up in downtown?" And she's like, "Yeah." Okay, so she said, "I'll pick you up at Union Station." So she told me to take an Uber to the airport and then take a bus to the Union Station, which is annoying, and I don't want to do that. So I tried to see alternatives, right, to the Union Station from here to the Union Station in North Alameda Street. Okay, so there are a couple options. Bus 115 and then metro. 1 hour and 29 minutes. Hell no. Bus number 3 and then bus Green Line shuttle and then another bus. Hell no. 1 hour and 19 minutes, hell no. It appears that the least time consuming way is to take an Uber to the airport and then a bus straight to Union Station. But that still takes 45 minutes, which means that if I have to make there in time, I have to wake up like 7 a.m. in the morning. 7! It's an investment, really. It's not a good deal, I wouldn't say, to sacrifice my sleep and money for possible friends making who may or may not be able to help me when it comes to driving a car or moving from place to place. And even if the people in the Chinatown church want to help me, they're still super far away. So if they want to help me, if they want to come to me, or if I want to come to them, it will still take me like an hour and a half just to reach wherever they are. It's stupid. So this is not a good bargain or a good deal. This is like, I wouldn't say a gamble. I would say this is investment, a shot in the dark. So yes, I'll go every 3 Sundays. American houses are built different. Okay, time now is 6:28 p.m. I finished film homework. Apparently I was late, even though the email said I could do it before 11:59 p.m. But somehow the page said 11:59 a.m. So I'm technically late even though I shouldn't be. I don't care. I'm done with the assignment. I'm done with the semester. I'm done with everything. About tomorrow. So I made an, okay, so I did stuff. I did things, okay? I did very impressive things. So I did a bit of research. The original idea, the plan that Mrs. Chan had recommended me is not this one. I don't know where to find it on Google Map. But I have a photo of it on my phone. But the plan is to go from home to an Uber to LAX and then take the black thing, the LAX flyaway bus, all the way to Union Station. That is plan 1. And I don't like this plan at all, even though it is it takes about 45 minutes. I don't like this plan because it costs $23 left and right. This is my second plan. I take bus number 3 from here to here. I know this place because that's around where Potter lives. I take bus 102, which is $1.75. And then I take bus number 40, which is also $1.75 to Union Station. Now this takes significantly longer time, but you know what? If it means saving $18, I will wake up at 7 a.m. For some reason, I found probably an even better route. This. I take bus number 3, just like how I go to school, all the way up here to Venice. And then I transfer, and then one-way bus for about 1 hour and 15 minutes actually. 1 hour and 1 minute plus waiting, plus walking, about 1 hour 15. $1.75, like this. And now this plan cost about $2.75. That is exactly $20 saved from the first plan, which is this one. Now, even though this will cost me 1 hour and 40 minutes in total, 1 hour 37, but let's round it up. This means I will have to wake up at 7 a.m. But if I could save all that money, I could go for this or this. Both are fine. This may be faster, may be slower, because what if I accidentally miss the bus? What if I get lost? There are 3 buses. There is a higher margin of error in this route. So both this and this plan are equally bad, but equally fine, I guess, because I have no other choice. I literally have no other choice. Every other plan is, now this seems like a nicer route, but then, you know, like Metro C line. Again, I don't want to transfer all that much. And again, this plan, too expensive. This is fine. So, I'm probably gonna go for this one. Probably, yeah. I also made an Excel page, a Google spreadsheet page, sort of showing, you know, what are the options, what is the cost in total in Hong Kong dollars, compare it. Bean soup, it was like starchy beans. And it was mixed with small cubes of turkey meat, which is left over from like last Monday. And the meat is marinated in canned pineapples last Monday and Tuesday. And when mixed with this bean soup, because the soup itself is not strong at all, it's very light soup, the turkey meat is so sweet in comparison, and it tastes really weird. And there were bits of onions on there. It wasn't terrible. And given I was hungry, I ate it all. Even the cake, I ate like most of it, and then that's it. I could use some food right now, but I think it's fine, because now I realize I went to YouTube yesterday and I found this video where it's like budget eating, like limited budget dieting, where some British dude was like, I'm gonna spend £5 and I'm gonna survive for 5 days, which seems insane. Spendings, the amount of money I spend every single day, All right. Right. So this is availability. So these are the classes that JT, Potter, and I are going to take, and just I don't know how it works because I've never made friends in college/university before. Back in the good old school days, like, I know when are you free. When I'm free, you're free, because we all take the same classes at the same time. Okay, meal plans. This is important because I need to know how much I eat every day. I need to keep track of what I eat every day, and I need to know how much nutrition I'm receiving every single day. Routes. This is, again, I've shown you. Oh, I forgot to mention that it's been 22 days since January 22nd, which means the time I spent in the old host house is equal to the time I spent in this house right now. Alright, time now is 7:15 a.m. in the morning on February 10,000, February 13th. Yeah, last night at around 11:45, I got curious. I have time on my hands, so I read the first chapter, the first short story in Liu Zai. As I hung the shower towel, it fell onto the ground. So I was like, shit. So the only solution I could think of is to wash it immediately and dry it immediately. So I managed to wash it in time, but I wasn't able to dry it in time. Here it is. The mountain of clothes. It's even taller than the drying machine itself. It's like stacked on top. And right now I'm drying my shower towel. Hopefully nobody takes it. So I should have dried it all night long, but I guess I was afraid that somebody I was afraid that I will forget to take it out, but I shouldn't have. I probably switched the knob wrong. Alright. The weather is a little cool right now. It's 17 degrees. But the problem is that a few hours later it's going to be extremely hot. So I gotta do something about my jacket right now. On top of that, I'm using the transit app, and it's showing that bus number 3 to bus number 40 is not possible now for some reason. So I gotta do option 2, I guess. I gotta take 3 buses. Alright, so according to the app, the bus is supposed to arrive 3 minutes ago, but after updating, turns out it will take another 20 minutes to arrive. So not only will I be late, but now I have to change my plan again. Maybe I'll go option 3 again. Maybe I'll stick with option 2. It doesn't matter at this point. I just need to wait for bus number 3.
83rd Street.
Alright, I'm at Venice Boulevard right now, and the app is telling me, transit app is now telling me that bus number 33 will not arrive here until 8:20 or 8:40 a.m., which means I have to wait here for like 40 minutes, which is great. There we go, metro number 33. Can't even fucking focus. There we go. It's such fucking trash that there are so many bus systems in LA. It's not unified at all. Yeah, I got conflicting information. So the transit app is telling me that the next... Okay, so there are, for some reason, because it's Super Bowl or something, now there are 2 types of bus number 33. One of them stops at Main Street 7th and the other goes all the way to Union Station. And the one that goes all the way to Union Station will come in about 40 minutes. And the other one will come in about 20 minutes. But then I went to Google, and in Google it says that there is one that goes directly to Union Station that will come in about 6 minutes. I don't know which one is true. But actually, if I wait for about 20 minutes and hop onto bus number 33 that is going to Main 7th, I can then get off the bus on Main 7th and then take bus number 40 from Main 7th to Union Station. That's fine too, if it saves me some time. Okay, it's 8:28. I believe this is it. There we go, bus number 33. Let's fucking go. The issue is that I don't know how to pay for it. I actually don't. My tap card doesn't have any money, allegedly, so I don't know. Okay, my tap card works somehow. Here we go.早晨，陳牧師、陳師母。
乖啦。
你微電影拍到啲咩啊？
如果你揸車嘅話，如果啲車我。
游水嗰啲，或者羽毛球多過。
It was the morning was quite shitty actually, so I went to the bus stop, and I was going to go for option 3, which is the one that takes the longest but is the cheapest. And I was going to take bus number 3 to the airport direction to Westchester, and then take bus number 33 all the way to Union Station. That's the plan. And then the transit app, it fooled me. It scammed me. It was like, oh yeah, bus number 3 is coming. Bitch, it didn't come. It didn't come. And is that the bus number 33 didn't show up until 8:35 a.m. I have to stand there for half an entire hour just to wait for the bus. And during the wait, I constantly checked my phone. I checked, what are the other options, how frequent are these bus 33s? And then things complicated when there are two kinds of bus 33s. There's bus 33, the normal one, the regular one that goes all the way to Union Station, and then there's a detour one where it goes to Main Street 7th and then it stops for some fucking reason. Maybe it's because of Super Bowl, I don't know. But I was like, screw it, I'll get on to whatever and I'll tell. And then Mrs. Chan texted me and called me and was like, where are you now? Are you in downtown now? Bitch, I'm still in Venice. I don't mean to call her a bitch, but I'm just so frustrated. I'm still in Venice. I'm not in downtown. I'm still in Venice. So I took the bus. Bus finally showed up. I don't know if it's the regular one or the detour one. It doesn't matter to me. I hopped on it and I pulled out a tap card. And I thought there was no money in it. There was, surprisingly, somehow, for some fucking reason. Theoretically, it should have money in it, but last time when I used it on the Culver City bus, it didn't work. But now it worked. That's great. I thought I would fall asleep, given that I only slept for a little bit less than 3 hours, but I actually didn't. And then afterwards, right, so my mom's friend is supposed to, I told him to bring me my student ID card and my bank card, but he forgot. And I'm not going to say I don't blame him. I'm not going to be too critical of it because he's been very helpful to me. So you know what? It's fine. Just bring me next week. After the Sunday school, went to lunch together, and so I sat in a couple of people's cars. All right, we went to a Japanese restaurant called hana ichi mon me, and I ordered rice there, and that was when I realized, or actually, when I bought the bun, that was also when I realized that I didn't have a lot of cash on me. I have one $20 note, one $5 note, and one $1 note. But fortunately, they paid for me, so next time I really gotta pay myself. But yeah, it's this cold ramen thing, and then afterwards, they drove me home. Afterwards, before driving home, we went to this supermarket thing nearby, underground, not really underground, on the ground floor, and I bought some gyoza. I bought some Japanese dumplings, which is nice. So now I'm here, and lo and behold, there are like 30 people here in this house. Woman, fat woman, like men, like shirtless men, men with beard, all white, cheering, screaming. I'm planning to lock myself up in this room. I feel so out of place. The only Asian here with pimples on my face too, so I don't look cool.
Some plays our trail. The new frontier. Anything wrong with science? Right here.
Call me paranoid, but something's wrong with this chocolate thing. It kind of stinks. I don't know why. I'm gonna ask what's in this thing, because I don't want to. Kind of stinks. I may or may not have come off kind of defensive, but I asked the daughter if this is brownie or something, and she said it's cake. And I said, oh, so it's just chocolate cake? And I smelled it in front of her, and she said, yeah, it's just chocolate cake. I don't know what's this green stuff on top. I don't want to take a risk. It does smell a little weird though. I'm gonna avoid the top stuff. I'm so paranoid, I'm sorry. This is also smelling a little bit rancid, but it does seem to me like regular. Either way, I'm not eating it. Doesn't taste really good either. Even if it's just a regular chocolate cake. Ah. Maybe even 4, I don't know, but I drink from time to time now because hydration is very important. But yeah, at one point I thought the chocolate cake was laced with weed. It smelled weird, and even if it wasn't, I'm not gonna eat it. It just smells weird. Somebody went to the toilet. Somebody went to that bathroom, my bathroom. It was obvious because I always keep the lid down after I use it, but it was up when I went in there. And the even bigger indicator that someone went in there is that the flush was broken. And it's like the 3rd or 4th time it's broken, so I knew how to fix it. So I fixed it myself. All right, time now is 11:07 a.m. in the morning on February 14th. It's Valentine's Day, and my plan for today is to completely be alone in the house. I will not leave at all. Yesterday, Natalie did tell me that she was thinking to herself, how would she react if she finds out that Grant has another girlfriend. Like, how would Natalie find out? Like, how would Natalie feel? And obviously, if Natalie's thinking about this, then it means Natalie probably still has feelings for Grant. And I asked Natalie, do you still love him? And Natalie said, well, I don't like him as a person, but I still love him. So, yeah. If Grant ever gets a girlfriend and Natalie knows it and Natalie's single too, then Natalie will know pain. Alright. So, I couldn't make French toast. There's no bread. There's no bread. Other than some wheat bread in the fridge, which is not suitable for French toast. So I made a tomato egg omelet. Time now is 2:43 p.m. Quick update. Just finished the first chemistry 11 class, and it's a Zoom meeting, and there are a few takeaways. First of all, the Zoom meeting had like 81 people in it, because it's basically 3 classes of people appearing at the same time. I can show you actually. Alright, so student employment, right? Student employment. There's modern language, which is the one I'm looking at right now. There's computer science, nope. Business, nope. Interesting, but I can't do it because it's not student help. Nope. Nope. Can't do it. Nope, because I need to take math 2 or 54 for that. Nope. Can't do it because I don't know politics. Nope. 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 This isn't even a thing. So, I mean, I could check out, but it doesn't say if it's student help or, hotel front desk? Come on. Come on. That's not in-campus job, that's a hotel. So that's just probably like a mistake or something. So the only one I'm looking at right now is this one. Modern language student tutor. And right here it says Arabic, French, Chinese, German, Japanese, Korean, Russian, and American Sign Language. Hebrew and Italian. I know Chinese, but I know Cantonese, not Mandarin. And it's so fucking stupid that by Chinese they probably mean Mandarin. But then again, there is no saying. There is no, like, I checked the college website. I checked this webpage, and it doesn't say if it has to be Mandarin or Cantonese. It doesn't say. And special skills wanted computer skills, sure. Oral communication, sure. Patient with students. You know, it's fine, except one issue is that and any majors want it. Any major. I could be a film major and I could, you know, tutor Chinese. That's totally fine. But the issue really is that hold on. Where does it say? Other requirements. This is where the issue is preferably have taken classes at this college for the target language with a successful grade, familiar with syllabus and course structure. That's preferably.
Yeah.
Michelle? Ready.
What the fuck? It was bubbling. Liquid came out. What the heck? Okay. Looks drinkable. There we go. This is my lunch. Tea, which is made by boiling water on a pan that's making sizzling noises and smells weird, put in a bag. I don't know how much does it need. In this mug, which I've never used before. Grandma's cakes, I put it in the microwave for 1 minute and 30 seconds, and maybe it's a little too long because oil was boiling and it was burnt. So I did another batch and completed all the cakes. Cookies from last night, and this thing, which is also from last night, but I've never tried this before. So, I don't know why the stuff at the top is sour. Maybe it's supposed to taste that way. And as for the tea, just tastes like water. Smells nice. Maybe I put too little tea leaves. And I also don't know where to find sugar in this house. It's a strange aftertaste. Well, it's a strange aftertaste. I don't know what it is. Well, if I die, if I go to the hospital, at least I don't have school today. Oh my god. I really think that I over microwaved my grandma's cakes because it's not supposed to taste like this. It's not supposed to be this hard. It's not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be softer. I don't know what's going on. Also, a couple days ago, Natalie updated her LinkedIn, and she has become a teaching assistant, a teacher assistant in the school, which is kind of cool. And I wish that if I ever come back to Hong Kong, I wish I could go back there and maybe do something about that. I don't know, but I just can't. This makes me think, what if Natalie becomes a teacher at the school? You know, wouldn't that be insane? Wouldn't that be chaotic? Natalie is a really chaotic, unhinged person, you know. Or she was at least, and I hope she still is. And the arrangement for Wednesday is going to be a bit yikes, because on Wednesday I'm going to go to college, and it's going to take me 1 hour from this place to CMD, which is where I have to take my film course, and it's awesome. I want to take an on-ground film course. I've been wanting to do it for a whole decade already, let's be honest here. And it's going to be an issue, because if it takes 1 hour, then it means that I have to leave this house so class starts at 6. and I have to leave this house at 4:45, 4:30 actually. Why? Well, because I want to arrive a little bit earlier and find a spot there, a restaurant or something, and just eat a quick dinner there beforehand, before the class actually begins. So I want to leave early, so 4:30 maybe, so that I arrive at 5:30 and then I will have a quick meal there or something. And then I have to going back home is even more difficult because taking a bus would be risky. So I would like to try this carpool app. And yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's my plan. I don't have much to say. I called my grandma because my grandma wants to speak to me, and I will call my mom soon and talk to her about a job and some plans. All right, time now is 12:06 afternoon. I had I wouldn't say a good sleep, but I did sleep plentifully. So last night, when I went to the bathroom, I think um there's black stuff like sediment on the shower place, and I'm like, what's going on? So I spoke to Mr. C, and he said, oh, did someone? No, I asked Mr. C, did someone go to the bathroom? And he said, probably not. Maybe yesterday. Is the toilet flush broken? Indeed, it was, because a couple days ago, the toilet flush was broken, but I fixed it. But the problem now is the black stuff, and so Mr. C saw it, and he said, oh, because it's backing up. The washing the dishes, the water from washing the dishes went to my shower and backed up. So this morning they hired a plumber. Also, JT told me yesterday that she made another friend, someone who also studies film production, and her name is Lily. And I'm like, oh my god, Lily, family name? And JT's like, no, I don't know her family name, because in the film club, I know another girl who's called Lily. Well, woman. Everybody is older than me in this world. But aside from Diana, because Diana's 18. But yeah, like maybe it's her. If it's her, then it's a pincer. It's a pincer, okay? And that's funny because I checked the roster of my digital filmmaking course, and Lily's on there as well, alongside with the president of the film club, Betsy. So I could like speak to Lily, and maybe JT have told Lily about me.
The chapter exams. The midterm exam is 25%. The final exam is 30%.
There's a little breakout room moment where we basically have to do a repaso, a revision, So I was randomly grouped with this white guy, whose name is, I guess it doesn't matter what name he is, but he's sort of this white guy, mid-20s, late 20s maybe, and he continued to ask, oh, but is Hong Kong like a sovereign state or something? And I said, well, yeah, it is for me. And then he started laughing. Oh, so it's like, depends on who you ask. And I'm like, yeah. And then I explained, so Hong Kong has its own government. It's separate from the Chinese government. It has its own currency. It has its own law system. It has its own thing. but China's, and he's like, oh, but does China recognize you anymore? And I'm like, no, not anymore. And he's like, oh, so I guess, and then he said, so I guess you may feel a certain empathy to Ukraine. All right, time now is 11:46 a.m. in the morning on February 16th. So I slept all the way from 3:10 to 11:15, which means I slept for over 8 hours. Oh my god, what the hell? And both of the classes are enrolled in that campus as well. And in my class, there's a Japanese man by the name of who was also enrolled in Film 40, which is really interesting. Enrolled in Film 40, but another Film 40. And then there's a Japanese girl called, and then, okay, again, I don't know how Japanese they are, but the most interesting piece of information is, there is a Hongkonger. I saw the last name Lau, Lau, and I was like, oh my god, Hongkonger? Because the same word is pronounced different in Mandarin. In Mandarin, it's Liu, Liu, but right here is Lao, Lao. So I clicked on her profile, and he actually wrote something. Hi, I'm a girl from Hong Kong. This is my second year, just like me. Her major is film production. Oh, this is the first Hong Konger I've ever run into who also majors in film production, aside from Vera's boyfriend Austin, who's studying in BU right now. Oh my god, I have to see her and speak to her, and she's in my class, so chances are I will see her. I found some bread in the fridge. It's probably from 2 weeks ago, but as long as there's no mold, I can eat it. Alright. That's a lot of egg white. Okay. Ooh, it smells burnt. What the fuck? Okay, let's get another one. Let's do it faster this time, because I don't want burning.
Consider the zero to be significant. And so if I want to show this with two sig figs, I am. Now, the second part of getting an average is involving a division. And of course, a division involves
I tried to download this app called Waze Carpool, and I can't download it because apparently this app is not available in my country for some reason. And so I downloaded Lyft, and I tried to register it with my American Express card, except it didn't work for some reason. Not even gonna lie, I'm actually excited. And the biggest reason why isn't even the filmmaking, but the fact that there's another Hongkonger who's majoring in film production there. And if she shows up, I'm gonna just walk up to her and say hi. And it's very awkward, like breaking the ice type situation. Like if I walk up to someone who seems to be Asian and I speak to them in like, or if I walk up to someone who seems to be a Hong Konger with a very Hong Kong name, but if they have grown up all their lives here and doesn't speak Cantonese and I go up to them and speak English, like it's just very awkward. But according to her profile, she is really actually legitimately from Hong Kong. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. I need a bus number 1. Where is bus number 1? I believe it's right here. Alright, just got off the bus. It's like 5:34 p.m. right now. The bus is incredibly late, and I don't know if I have time to buy a small dinner for myself. Okay, what the fuck? There's no sidewalk here. Can't just walk like this, can I? Fuck. Okay. There we go. There's a fucking sidewalk. Fuck. Alright. Food. Come on, I'm just gonna buy something small. That's fine. Carl Jr.'s. Where are you? Where are you, Carl Jr.'s? Show yourself. Okay, you know what? Carl Jr. is over there. I'm not gonna cross that road. Not now. I'm in a hurry. I'm gonna go to McDonald's and buy small stuff. Small snack and a small drink. Call it dinner. That's it. That's it. I'm done. It's so diluted. It tastes like water. Oh my god. I'm just gonna throw it away. $3.86. Not really worth it, but I don't care anymore. Alright, should be a 10-minute walk, which is not that far. Alright, beautiful neighborhood. Why is I don't really get it. I don't really get why I have to walk through this in order to get to school. Really don't know. Oh my god, there's no crossing red light. How do I cross this road? How the hell do I cross this road? There's no light. There's actually literally no light. My school is right there. Fuck. Alright, that's good. There we go, my school is here. Oh, come on. What the fuck? Okay, here we go. Center for Media and Design, CMD. Oh boy, I'm in, boys, I'm in. Alright, so that was, yeah, time now is 10:24. Oh, magic number. Okay, hold on. I need to, there's a lot to say. They're running out of time. I immediately went to a McDonald's, ordered a chicken nugget, 6-piece, ordered a small soda, and it's just diluted Fanta. Immediately ate it, animalistically, and then left. Went into the classroom, I checked the time. I was right on time, 6 p.m. But for some reason, there were already like 30 people sitting there. So I immediately grabbed a chair, even though there were almost no chairs already. I immediately found a squeaky chair, sat on it, and just stayed there. And here we go, class begins. It was a big studio, and the teacher is Italian, and I didn't expect, I thought he's like American, but I guess not. He's Italian, and I was looking around, looking for the Hongkonger and looking for the 2 Japanese people. You're right, I'm taking the bus, I'm not taking a Lyft or an Uber. I'm insane, I know, but I'll explain why. But yeah, at around 7 p.m, we took a break. Took a 15-minute break, and I was awkward. A lot of people walked out of the classroom. I kind of don't want to do that because it's cold outside, and I don't know anyone. I want to speak to the Hongkonger. Have to find her. And also looking for the 2 Japanese people again because they're awesome, I guess. Right. But yeah, I was just standing around, so I'm like, okay, man, shit, I have to initiate, I have to start a conversation, I need to do it. Go, just walk to the professor, say something, or maybe not, I don't know. So I immediately, my mind was storming. I was trying my very best to find something to say to someone, just anyone, anything, just speak up. Don't stand here. So I saw this East Asian man. I don't want to jump to conclusions, you know, but he doesn't seem like a Korean. I don't know. So number 7, there we go. So I walked up to him and I asked him, I was late this earlier, like, did I miss something? And I asked him, like, what was he doing when he pulled a piece of paper? Because a lot of people did this in the break, where they pulled a piece of paper out of their notebooks, walk up to the professor, and the professor write down something. It's probably like a code adding thing. If they want to join the class, they have to add the code. And so I asked him, and he's nice about it. He's like, oh, you didn't miss anything. And he speaks fluent English, so probably not an immigrant. And we continued to talk, like, and then I asked him, like, do you know, are the people going out to have dinner? Like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, I don't know. And then from afar to my left, or actually to my right, because that East Asian person, who I later found out was Chinese, that East Asian person is sitting to the very, very, very left of the room. So there's nothing left but a wall and right to the people. So I overheard at my right a girl saying, I'm from Hong Kong. And immediately I'm like, okay, excuse me. I sneaked up to that girl in the white dress. I kneeled a little bit because I was standing, and the girl was sitting down, and the girl was speaking to another 2 people. And I was like, wait, excuse me, are you from Hong Kong too? And the girl looked at me, and he's like, oh yeah. And then I did this. I was like, yes. You know, obviously it wasn't dramatic, but I reflectively did this. Like, I was just so happy. Okay, I'm gonna... And then I expressed how surprised I am, because I don't know any Hong Konger who's also filmed. And then she said, oh yeah, you're the first one I met too. Jesus Christ. And then we talked and then break's over, and then I said, okay, talk later. And then we have the second break, and then in the second break I was gonna walk to the other Hong Konger girl, speak to her, and before I could even do that, the Chinese person walked up to me and was like, what's up, let's talk. So I was kind of taken by that. So I wanted to continue to speak to her, but I guess I didn't have a chance. So I spoke to the Chinese man instead, who I was like, I told him, oh, I'm from Hong Kong. And then he's like, oh, I'm from China. Apparently he's from Changsha, Hunan. So long sand, essentially. that's a direct translation. He told me that he's working on a short film next week for a portfolio for UCLA. So there's that. And he said I could join him if I want to. And I said, oh yeah, sure. And after learning that he's Chinese, I was a little bit worried that he's going to be mad that I'm a Hong Konger, but I guess not really. When he followed me on LinkedIn, he's like, oh yeah, 香港加油. I don't know if he's mocking me or is he like just saying it for the sake of saying it. I don't know, but I hope there's no tension between us. But a little bit later, he's like, oh, why don't you sit beside me? Why don't you sit beside me? And I'm like, okay. So I grabbed the chair, another chair, and I sat beside him right up the wall. And I sort of sat there for the third hour. And that was it. And then after that, after the class was dismissed, he was like, okay, nice to meet you. See you next week. And then I ran up to the Hong Kong girl, who I'm going to think of a fake name and give it to her later. But I ran up to her and continued speaking to her. And we sort of talked, and we walked out of the campus and we continued talking. And oh, number 3 is here. It's coming. Hold on. Alright, so time now is 11:02. I'm back. I'm safe. I'm in one piece. I didn't get killed or stabbed or raped or anything. Yay. Ooh, I survived a night in LA. Alright. Let's continue the story. Shit, I almost thought my glasses fell out. It's in there. Thank God. Let's continue the story. So yeah, at the end, I walked with the girl. You know, since she's like pink and her real name does start with the letter P, I'm gonna call her something like pink. Like, I don't know, let's call her P for now. So, P, I spoke to her, and okay, so I met 2 people today and got both of their Instagrams. The first one being the Chinese guy. His situation, I don't know what's his situation, but he came to LA 2 years ago. He speaks very fluent English. He told me that he doesn't speak fluent Mandarin. He used to study somewhere else. He just came to my college, and this is like his first semester or something. Okay, P, the girl. Pepper. Like Pepper Potts. Pepper. So Pepper, she, we were like, oh my god, it's so cold. And I asked her where she lives, and she said, somewhere in Koreatown. And I'm like, what? That's super freaking far away. How are you gonna go back home? And he said, by bus. And I'm like, what? By bus? Like, aren't you afraid of, I don't know, being sexually assaulted? I mean, you're just a small girl. I didn't say you're just a small girl, but I was like, aren't you afraid it's dangerous? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm afraid, but I have a pepper spray. Oh, well, I guess now Pepper is a good name, because I thought she's holding a vape. And at first I thought was like, okay, she really is like pink. She's very pure and she's very social as well. Like, she spoke to the 2 people in front of her during class. But she's kind of like, you know, just pure and innocent and kind of awkward and kind of, you know, kind of just there. And she pulled out a small black thing, and I thought it's like a vape. And I thought, oh, maybe this girl is a little more, you know, a little more naughty than I thought. Turns out it's a pepper spray. I'm gonna call her Pepper then. It's perfect name. So she's like, oh, I'm gonna take a bus back home. And originally my idea was to take the Lyft, like LYFT. But honestly, she was like, oh, no way, you're gonna actually take Uber? And I'm like, well, I'm thinking on it. So at the end, since I want to continue to talk to her, I walked her to the bus stop. And we talked. apparently we didn't talk a lot. It was like 10 minutes. She knows some other Hong Kongers, and I asked her, well, it would be nice, I can introduce my Hong Kong friends to you. And to my surprise, she said, I don't want to meet more Hong Konger friends. I want to meet other people because I want to learn English, I guess. I'm sure there are other reasons, but she hadn't told me. And yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like me. She's probably the same age. She's also from 2020 DSE. She also was in the same college as mine and is online for a whole year. Last year, September, she came here, and I don't know what else happened, but she apparently isn't as much of a cinephile as I am, but she also told me that she watches TV shows more than movies, just like the Chinese dude. And she said, oh, I really like Money Heist, and immediately my heart is like, okay. Alright, it's 11:24 p.m. I am home again. I will talk more later on my conversation with Pepper and my thoughts on the overall course. But now, I shall make myself food. I'm starving. I only had 6 pieces of chicken nuggets for dinner, which is atrocious. Back in Hong Kong, I would have a full meal. Not 3 course, just meal. Because Chinese food doesn't have courses, bitch. So I'm gonna eat whatever I see, okay? I'm gonna try to look for meats. It's a total friggin' disaster. There are some leftover foods from last Sunday. And on top of this box, there's a bottle of this, and it's opened. It's not closed, and it's dripping milk. This fridge is actually a mess. Glass bottles, like this. Boxes of raspberry and fruit. What is this? What is this even? Stale chocolate covered strawberry from 4 days ago. My God. This is actually a mess. Okay. So my meal, right. Cheese, cheese, cheese. I don't know what's this. I guess I could use this for cheese. So cheese, bread, cold cut, make a sandwich, microwave these, and that's my dinner. Yes. Oh my God. I found this plate in the fridge, deep in the back. This is in the fridge, just with a tin foil. All right, dinner's ready. Dinner at 11:42. Goodness me. I also added some cheese on there, because why not? So hot. Okay, I'm gonna grab a heat insulator, aka this. Alright, let's try a bite of this super quick makeshift sandwich with mortadella, ham underneath, now is not cold, grain bread, and some, I assume, mozzarella cheese? I don't even know what kind of cheese this is. Alright, how am I gonna eat this? I wish it's crunchier. Oh, so hot. Oh my god. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is not a bad dinner. Not at all. It's 12:14. Got some oranges, and I found some pineapple juice in the fridge. Yay! Oh my god, I'm so happy I found fruit juice. I'm so happy. So happy about it. Oh my god. And it actually tastes acceptable. I'm blessed. She also knows other Hong Kongers, but she doesn't keep in touch with them. And I also, again, I checked her Instagram and it appears she has a boyfriend, and that boyfriend is a Latino. And it's kind of funny because I think that's the Latino who she's referring to when she said, because I was speaking to her about film production major, and I said, oh, I'm also studying Spanish too right now. And she said that, we don't have to actually take any foreign language courses because we are immigrants and we automatically don't have to. My Spanish class lasts until 4:55, and after the class ends, I have to immediately leave, go to the college campus, and take my booster shot. Yes, and yeah, tomorrow morning I'm gonna eat some gyozas, which is gonna be awesome. And I didn't finish watching Reservoir Dogs. I just can't. So I'm gonna have to watch anime and Reservoir Dogs tomorrow, and the couple of album reviews.